Hello everyone, I am Elena Rodriguez-Falcon and I am your tutor for Professional Responsibilities of the Engineer. This module covers MEC 306 for BEng students, MEC 428 for MEng students and MEC 6428 for MSc students. Let me talk to you about what the module is going to entail. Why am I recording myself here to tell you about the module? Okay, so each course, each class is going to have a little video to describe, but particularly to cover the basic concepts of what the course is about. I'm trying to do this because the course can be rather dry, and I don't want to make it too dry and use the classes to apply what we've learned in advance. Effectively, I will be flipping the classroom. So, why is this important? Why are we learning about professional responsibilities of the engineer? Well, this is a professional requirement of our professional body, the Institute of Mechanical Engineering. So we have to do it. There is no choice. You can't graduate without doing this course. So that's a very important incentive to do it, but also I think it is very important because you are going to be out there working either for yourself, for an organization, doing your engineering work, and you are going to be faced with different moral dilemmas. You can't avoid it. So we want to equip you with the tools and techniques to be able to identify when you are facing a moral dilemma, but also to be able to find different ways of tackling those problems, and also analyzing different ethical frameworks and reaching a judgment, reaching a conclusion and making a decision that you are able to debate, you're able to defend, and able to live with effectively. You don't want to do something that then is really morally wrong and you have to sleep and you want to go to sleep and know that you did your best. So what subjects are we going to cover? We're going to cover professional responsibilities of the engineer, and we'll have a pre-talk for that as well. Codes of conduct, whether they are professional or corporate codes of conduct. We'll be looking at some more unusual topics like normative ethics and normative argumentation, which is why I think it's so important to be doing this in advance of the class so that we can digest the information and get these concepts clear before we get to the application of the concepts. We'll look at the ethical cycle, as I explained earlier. Basically, what I would like by the end of the semester is that you are able to identify the moral dilemma, be able to look for different solutions to the dilemma, apply the ethical frameworks, reach a decision, and be able to make an argument that is solid to the stakeholders. Because it's a difficult subject, what we'll do instead in the classroom, rather than me teaching you for hours to no end, different subjects, what we'll do is use case studies that will allow us to have conversations, interactive conversations amongst ourselves with guest speakers, debates, and in that sense, use the class to learn to apply the subject. I also want to use quite a lot of digital learning in many ways because it's the way we are learning nowadays more, including myself. I like digital learning a lot, but also I think it is important to start being able to use those tools to communicate to the public, to communicate to other stakeholders in a way that you will be doing in the future. So we'll be using Twitter, YouTube, we'll be using films, videos, and I will ask you to, and I will challenge you to look for new case studies from new challenges from the public, from the news, and take this ethical cycle, apply the framework, and come up with your own arguments. Now, how are we going to assess this? How am I going to know that you've learned, that you are able to go out there in the world and be a professional engineer? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to produce a LinkedIn profile. And I'm being serious by this. So you will produce your professional profile, if you don't have it, you might have it already, and describe your background, everything that you would do there, but also you will include your personal code of conduct based on what you think you want people to know you are committing to as a professional engineer. I have now a LinkedIn group called Professional Responsibilities of the Engineer at Sheffield. You'll join that group, and the trick here is that you are not going to get any marks for it. Why are you not going to get any marks for this? Basically because you are committing to being a professional engineer, and you should be able to say to the world, this is how I'm going to behave as a professional engineer. So no marks for you on this, but certainly you will have a reputation for being a very good engineer. I will encourage you to go and look also at the module handbook. This module handbook is in MOL, and it covers everything that I've been talking about with more detail about the assessment, which I'm sure you are dying to know about. It also talks about the timetable, what we'll be doing during the class, the marking schemes, how are you going to be earning your marks. Most importantly, I think it tells you about why this matters. And I'm very much looking forward to meeting you soon. Please refer back to the book and watch the next one.